Allora ragazzi, ho deciso di portarvi due clip perché mo sta facendo più interessante, quindi senza lasciarvi la nostalgia perché non so bastardo. Non vi voglio lasciare la suspense, quindi andiamo avanti.
Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you.
I wasn't talking
I want
to
to
you. I
hear from
want
the
to hear
girl.
from the girl.
Is your
Zoccola
family
vuole
loyal
dire
to the
zoccola.
king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
To
Yes,
the
Your
one.
Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were the wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king
quindi
she
non è
served.
adatta, ok.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father.
Ah, quindi in pratica il vecchio che abbiamo visto all'inizio
Old
è il padre di
allegiances are
questa.
not easily abandoned. But
Ho
now
capito
that the
bene.
war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather
Main
unique.
desire. Ah, faccio silenzio, non lo so.
Perhaps not, then. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Cersei will remember
I
that.
see.
Ok.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Ah.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
Ok.
You are a girl from the north,
Guarda,
here
di
in
nuovo
service
Thrones
to Lady
addirittura sono
Marjorie.
7 stagioni
One can
per
only
quello che ne
assume
so
her
io,
interests
cazzo.
are yours.
Non l'ho mai
Yet
capito, vabbè,
loyalty
perché
to a
oltretutto
king,
non l'ho mai
that must be
seguito, quindi non so di che cosa
beyond
parla.
question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the
I am
question.
loyal to Marguerite.
Go
I
on.
want to
My
be-
loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you
Ma io pure
choose?
sta puttana di merda. My king, of course. I am sworn to my lady Marjorie.
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either.
Ok.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out.
Ma non ha dato, non
This
si
may
usa a
come
terra
as a
questo.
surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Margaery was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression.
I don't particularly like her.
Yet you did your best to please. You'll do well here in King's Landing. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Margaery might not look favorably on such an alliance. And it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ok. Chissà però come si sviluppa, eh.
Mira, I was worried.
Vabbè ragazzi, devo dire una cosa, penso di chiudere qua perché...
Cersei has a way of looking at
Ah
you
no,
as though
però
you're
no, non lo
nothing.
so. Perché
It
un
went
quarto
well.
d'ora.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather...
Un quarto d'ora comunque. Poi devo pure mangiare,
Lady
l'uno,
Margaery
so
has
mangio
spent the
presto per
entire day
questo, quindi so
working on
cose
seating
gameplay
arrangements
qua.
for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th born sons.
Vabbè, ma se facciamo questa parte, vediamo dove
Sir
porta.
Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white
Se
cloak
va
of
bene,
his.
oddio,
Sarah,
facciamo così.
what? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Oh.
Which
No,
I
però
doubt
che
is
palle.
Dornish
Vabbè dai,
for
chiudiamo
wife.
qua. Non è perché mi scuccio, perché devo mangiare, per questo.
We're just having some fun.
Sono l'uno mi pare, vediamo. Sì,
Perhaps Lady
l'uno.
Margaery could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
No, mi faccio tutto...
He
tutto
does
il
have a
mi faccio
certain
fanculo.
look about him. And he's always treated Lady Margaery well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
No, sotto silenzio.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Puttana.
Well,
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
Ragazzi, sapete una cosa, io gli do qua il gameplay,
There's always someone to
scegliamo
please or
domani,
some
come
perceived
stronzo,
slight
facciamo
to
un
smooth
e poi
over.
facciamo via sponsor.